When the power grid collapsed in Texas, families were burning furniture just to survive. But what if I told you that FEMA has quietly updated their emergency checklist with 9 simple items that could have saved them from that desperation? In the next 12 minutes, you'll discover FEMA's complete cold weather survival system. Not expensive survivalist gear, but affordable items that are probably already in your home. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to protect your family when winter blackouts strike, and why heating yourself is more important than heating your house. Welcome to Crisis Horizon, where we break down real emergency preparedness that actually works. If this information could save your life, smash that like button and subscribe for more life-saving content. Most people think winter is just an inconvenience. Cold nights, icy roads, shoveling driveways. But beneath the surface, winter poses a far more serious threat, especially when the power grid fails. And here's what's terrifying. Your home can lose heat rapidly when the electricity goes out. We're talking about a comfortable 70-degree house dropping to near freezing temperatures in just a few hours. The real danger isn't just discomfort, it's hypothermia, it's confusion. It's that slow decline in both your physical health and mental clarity that leads to desperate decisions. When people are freezing, they start burning furniture, tearing apart their homes, doing anything just to generate heat. But here's what they don't understand. Survival isn't about fighting to heat your entire house. It's about keeping your body warm, your mind sharp, and your environment secure. Recent blackouts in Texas and the Midwest taught us harsh lessons. Families who thought they were prepared found themselves in life-threatening situations within hours. People were huddled together, burning whatever they could find, some even resorting to running cars in garages, a deadly mistake that led to carbon monoxide poisoning. The desperation set in quickly, and rational thinking went out the window along with their heat. But here's what emergency responders discovered. The families who survived best weren't the ones with the biggest generators or the most expensive gear. They were the ones who understood one simple principle: heat your body, not your square footage. FEMA has quietly shifted their recommendations away from expensive survivalist fantasies and toward simple, affordable items that focus on personal warmth and smart resource management. Let's start with personal heat sources, because this is where most people get it completely wrong. They think battery-powered heat devices are just gimmicks, but in a blackout scenario, these become absolute game changers. Rechargeable hand warmers, battery-heated vests, heating adapters that work with power tool batteries. These aren't toys. They're precision instruments designed to keep your core temperature stable. Instead of trying to warm up an entire room, you focus the heat exactly where your body needs it most: your chest, your back, your hands. One fully charged heat pack can provide hours of targeted warmth, and you can rotate it among family members. Unlike burning furniture or lighting candles, battery-powered heat is completely safe. No smoke, no carbon monoxide risk, no chance of accidental fires. Here's how to use them effectively. Stock up on rechargeable warmers and extra battery packs. Consider investing in a heated vest for extended warmth. These can run for 8 to 12 hours on a single charge. Use them under blankets to stretch the battery life even further. Remember, survival is about heating yourself, not trying to warm up hundreds of square feet of space. Now, let's talk about blankets, because not all blankets are created equal. Those soft fleece throws might look cozy on your couch, but they're nearly useless when the temperature drops and the power fails. FEMA specifically recommends what I call fortress blankets: heavy wool, military-grade synthetics, rugged thermal layers that actually trap and hold heat. A real fortress blanket does way more than just keep you warm at night. It becomes a versatile survival tool. You can use it as ground cover to prevent heat loss through floors. You can wedge it into windows and doorways to block drafts. You can even use it to section off a room, creating a smaller space that's easier to keep warm. The dense weave captures pockets of warm air, providing insulation that actually lasts. Choose substance over style every single time. When the grid fails, your blanket becomes your armor against the cold. But here's something most people completely overlook. Your windows are your biggest enemy in a winter blackout. Glass panes leak heat faster than almost anything else in your house, turning your home into an ice box. This is where thermal window shields become absolutely essential. We're talking about heavy coverings, multi-layer barriers that stop heat from escaping through the glass. Old school methods actually work best here: quilts, blankets, even layers of newspaper sandwiched between cloth and glass. The Department of Energy has confirmed that proper insulated window covers can reduce heat loss by up to 40%. 40%! You can create DIY solutions using blankets, foam boards, or reflective insulation. Make panels out of cardboard and cloth for extra protection. But here's the key. You need to install these before the blackout hits. Once you're already cold and the power's out, it becomes much harder to think clearly and work effectively. Think defense first. Protect the glass, and you protect your body temperature. When the grid goes down completely, you need independent heat sources that don't rely on electricity at all. This is where fuel-powered radiant heaters come in, propane, kerosene, or catalytic models that provide infrared warmth. These heaters don't just warm the air around them. They heat your body directly through radiant energy, which is far more efficient. These heaters are reliable workhorses, but they require careful, intelligent use. You absolutely must ensure proper ventilation. Never use them in completely sealed spaces. Keep all flammable materials well away from the heating element. Choose models with built-in safety features like oxygen depletion sensors and automatic tip-over shutoffs. Stock extra fuel and learn how to operate your heater before disaster strikes. Practice setting it up, lighting it safely, adjusting the heat output. In a blackout situation, off-grid heat isn't a luxury. It's the difference between survival and hypothermia. Now, let's address something that people drastically underestimate: the importance of food in cold weather emergencies. Hunger isn't just uncomfortable when you're trying to stay warm, it's downright dangerous. When your body doesn't have enough calories, it can't generate heat effectively. You become weaker physically and mentally, making it much harder to stay warm and think clearly. FEMA specifically emphasizes the need for shelf-stable survival meals. We're talking about freeze-dried packs, MREs, high-calorie ration bars, foods that don't require refrigeration or cooking. Some can be eaten straight from the package, while others need only a splash of water. With shelf lives of 25 years or more, these become a reliable lifeline when grocery stores are closed and delivery trucks can't get through. Focus on protein-heavy pouches and calorie-rich bars. Rotate your stock annually so nothing expires. Store some in a go bag that you can grab quickly, and keep others in your basement or emergency supply area. Emergency food isn't about taste or gourmet experiences, it's about maintaining the energy your body needs to generate heat and stay alive. When the lights go out, most people immediately reach for flashlights and start draining their phone batteries. But these power sources run out fast, leaving you in complete darkness when you need light most. This is where old-school oil lamps become invaluable. A quality kerosene lamp provides steady, reliable light for 10 to 20 hours on a single fill. But lamps do more than just illuminate your space. They provide a small but meaningful amount of warmth, and you can even use them for cooking small meals or heating water. There's also a psychological benefit that's hard to quantify. Steady lamplight cuts through the mental darkness, keeping morale intact while you wait for daylight or rescue. Safety is absolutely crucial with oil lamps. Keep them well away from curtains and any flammable materials. Make sure you have adequate ventilation. Store fuel safely in approved containers away from heat sources. But when used properly, oil lamps provide the kind of reliable, long-term lighting that battery-powered devices simply can't match. In a prolonged blackout, your kitchen becomes useless. Electric stoves, microwaves, even electric can openers stop working. This is where a survival-grade multi-fuel stove becomes indispensable. These compact, portable units can run on propane, kerosene, butane, white gas, or even twigs and small pieces of wood. FEMA specifically recommends non-electric cooking sources because hot food does more than just provide nutrition. It boosts morale and keeps your fighting spirit alive. Cold food, especially when you're already cold, drains hope and energy faster than you might expect. Hot soup, warm coffee, heated canned goods. These things maintain your physical strength and your psychological resilience. Choose a stove that accepts multiple fuel types, so you have options if one type of fuel becomes unavailable. Learn to use it safely with proper ventilation and fire safety protocols. Keep extra fuel on hand, stored safely according to manufacturer recommendations. Don't wait until you're shivering over cold canned food to figure out how your emergency stove works. Here's something that might surprise you. Thermal insulated bottles aren't just trendy accessories. A high-quality, double-wall, vacuum-sealed stainless steel thermos can keep boiling water hot for hours, even overnight. This means you have a portable source of warmth and hydration long after the blackout begins. There's an old-school survival trick that works incredibly well. Fill a thermal bottle with hot water and tuck it into your bed covers. You get hours of steady, gentle warmth that helps maintain your core body temperature while you sleep.
Thermal bottles also prevent liquids from freezing, ensuring you always have access to drinkable water or hot broth. Keep bottles filled with hot water before a blackout hits. Use them for both drinking and as portable heat sources. In extreme cold, having access to warm liquids can restore circulation and core temperature almost instantly. Dehydration combined with cold stress creates a dangerous spiral that thermal bottles help you avoid. When the cold really gets vicious, it's your core temperature that determines whether you survive or succumb to hypothermia. This is where body warmers become critical survival tools. Chemical warmers, rechargeable heat patches, adhesive strips that you place directly on your skin. The key is placement. Put them on your chest, your lower back, or over your kidneys to keep vital organs warm. Body warmers interrupt the slide toward hypothermia before it becomes life-threatening. Emergency shelter operators have found that families with access to body warmers stay healthier and avoid serious cold-related medical emergencies. Stock up on both chemical and rechargeable warmers. Keep them in your emergency kits and use them strategically, not wastefully. Focus on protecting your core body temperature, not just warming up your hands or feet. Body warmers are survival tools, not comfort luxuries.
Now let's talk about 3 bonus items that can transform your winter emergency preparedness from basic survival to comprehensive protection. First, emergency hand and foot warmers. Your fingers, toes, and nose are the first parts of your body to suffer in extreme cold. And when they get too cold, your entire survival capability drops dramatically. You can't grip tools effectively, cook food, or even walk safely when your extremities are numb from cold. Emergency hand and foot warmers are small, lightweight, and can provide focused heat for up to 12 hours. Some are reactivatable and can be used multiple times. Keep extras in your emergency bag, your car, and your home survival kit. Rotate stock annually to ensure they're fresh and functional. Combine them with heavy socks, insulated gloves, and layered clothing for maximum protection. Second, a compact solar battery charger. In a blackout, your phone isn't just convenient, it's a lifeline to emergency services, weather updates, and contact with family members. A good solar battery charger ensures you can power communication devices, flashlights, and even small heating devices for multiple days. Modern solar chargers are small, foldable, and surprisingly effective even on cloudy days. Pair them with multiple battery packs and USB charging hubs for maximum versatility. Limit non-essential device use during emergencies to conserve power. Charge devices before nightfall and rotate batteries to ensure you always have backup power available. Third, emergency shelter materials. When your home loses heat, you can't warm the entire house, but you can create warm microenvironments that trap heat and block drafts. Heavy-duty tarps, thick plastic sheeting, rope, duct tape, and collapsible poles allow you to build temporary shelters inside your existing space. Hang tarps to create temporary walls that section off smaller areas. Drape plastic sheets over windows for extra insulation. Build a small tent structure inside your living room. With the right materials and a little creativity, you can create thermal pockets that concentrate warmth exactly where you need it most. Keep tarps, rope, and duct tape in your emergency kit along with foldable support poles for quick setup. Train your entire household to deploy these shelter materials quickly and effectively. Improvised insulation methods really work. They focus heat where you need it most, extending your survival capacity even during prolonged blackouts. Here's how all these items work together as a complete system. Start with body warmers and thermal bottles to protect your core temperature. Add fortress blankets and window shields to insulate your immediate environment. Use fuel-powered heaters and multi-fuel stoves to provide warmth and hot food. Keep emergency meal kits and water supplies readily available. Ensure reliable lighting and communication with oil lamps and solar chargers. Finally, prepare shelter materials to create microclimates when your entire house becomes too cold to heat effectively. But survival isn't just physical, it's mental and emotional too. Darkness, hunger, and cold can erode morale and decision-making ability faster than most people realize. Steady light keeps fear at bay. Hot food maintains both physical strength and psychological resilience. Reliable communication prevents the isolation that leads to panic and poor choices. The key to all of this is proactive preparation. Don't wait for the first snowstorm or blackout warning to start gathering supplies. Stock up on these essentials during calm weather when prices are reasonable and availability is good. Train your household in emergency procedures before you need them. Rotate supplies annually to ensure everything stays fresh and functional. FEMA's checklist isn't built on theory or speculation. It's based on decades of real-world emergency response and actual disaster survival data. The families who make it through
through winter emergencies successfully aren't the ones with the most expensive gear. They're the ones who understand the principles of layered protection: core warmth, environmental insulation, reliable food and water, safe lighting, and maintained communication. Winter's bite is relentless and unforgiving, but with smart preparation, you can face it confidently. The items we've covered today transform your home from a vulnerable target into a fortress against extreme cold. Remember, survival isn't about fighting the elements with brute force, it's about strategic, intelligent defense. Heat yourself, not your entire house. Insulate your environment systematically. Stay connected to the outside world. With these tools and tactics, you'll be ready for whatever winter emergencies come your way.